Hi! I just thought I'd give everybody a shout out! Hi! These are waving fingers. They're a little arthritic, but they can still move. Well, I don't really know what I'm going to talk about. I've been busy. I've been doing my crafting, and nobody seems to want to buy my beautiful books. I made one today. Let me show you. Hang on. I'm not sure what you're... I don't want you seeing that. You can look at the ceiling. Now, don't you men out there get too excited, because I was showing things I didn't want anybody to see, but I had to put my computer down so I could get my book to show you that I made. So, did you like my ceiling fan? That ceiling fan cost about $300 because it's false craft tea rose that matches my dinnerware, and they're very rare. So I'm worth probably millions of dollars. But don't tell scammers that, because they've been after me as it is. And they think I'm a stupid old woman that doesn't know when they... Excuse me, I gotta get the cord out from under me. Yeah, these stupid old scammers with these military uniforms, and they've got 4 friends, and they're from Liberia or Siberia or Libya or God only knows where, because I don't know where these places are, and they know I don't know where those places are, and they've probably never been in those places. They're probably from Nigeria. Most of them are from Nigeria. They don't know how to form an English sentence. And if you ever get tangled up with one and they email you, and it's something poetic and so romantic, and they just love you so much, highlight it, hit Control-C to copy it to your clipboard, go into your browser in the search bar, hit Control-V to paste it, and do a search. I swear you will find the exact letter in some poetry book or something. They copy and paste all that shit, and I'm going to say shit even though there might be kids watching. If they haven't heard that word by now, they're probably deaf. Or they've probably been signed it somehow. I don't know how to sign, so I don't know what you do for shit. But oh well, that's beside the point. Yeah, I was talking about these scammers, and I used to talk to them. I knew they were scammers. One even virtually married me. We had a marriage ceremony over the telephone. So I was his missus. He told me he was a general. And he had a daughter. Of course, his wife had died. They never have a wife. And they always have died. And they've got this sob story. And he had a daughter that was like 11 or something. And he wanted to send her to live with me and go to school here. Has he ever checked out the schools in this area? A general with all this money that could send his child to the best school would send her to someone he does not know, to a little local rinky-dink school. I mean, I just had to laugh. I said, oh yeah, sure, you can send her, I'll take care of her, no problem. You know, I play the game. And sometimes it's fun to play the game. And then after a while you get tired of all this crap. And I said, I know you're not real, and I know you're scamming me. Well, he'd still keep calling me. But he couldn't ever show himself on cam because they weren't allowed to. And he would do it for like, click. He says, that's all I'm allowed to do, and if I get caught doing that, I'll be in trouble. Well, you couldn't see nothing. You'd see, it was just like a flash of lightning. It was about what it was. But that was how he satisfied me, nagging him about not getting to see him. Well, time went on, and we talked, and he loved me, and I loved him, and I lied. If he can lie, I can lie. I mean, it's just a big game to entertain me and make him think he's going to get a lot of money out of me. Well, I don't know if he ever did ask me for money, but I finally told him I knew what was going on, and that I knew the first time I talked to him he was a scammer and he wasn't getting anything off of me. Well, he loved me. He really loved me. And it was so damn funny. He says, I love you and I don't want to scam anymore. Can you teach me how not to scam people? I sat here and I read that message and I just about pissed my pants. And he kept insisting I teach him how not to scam. How do you teach somebody not to be a heathen? That's what it boiled down to. And I'm like, did you have a life before you started this? Well, if you did, you go back and that's what you do, you stupid ass. And they're on there, they've been on Facebook lately, telling me they watch my videos and how beautiful I am. Well, that's a bunch of shit right there. No teeth, gray hair. I've got a high school education, that's as far as that went. But, I'm beautiful, and he told me he loved me. Well, that's nice. But it didn't mean shit to me, and there I said it again, a four-letter word. But I'd say they want me to befriend them. Well, he can message me. I can reply to him. Why do we have to be friends? What's the difference? What does being a friend do? And I looked at his profile. He hasn't lived anywhere. He has no friends. I search his picture and it pops up on the scammers list, and I'm like, yeah, seriously, dude? So finally the last one, I said, it's never going to happen. But if you subscribe to my videos, watch everyone and subscribe and like everyone and get 10 people to get 10 people get 10 people to like and subscribe, and they each get 10 people to like and subscribe, I might change my mind. The chances of that are, and that's not a 3, that's a 0. So the chances are slim to none, and slimmer than none, really. And then I said, my ex-husband told me I was a businesswoman. I thought, hey, if they can scam me, I can scam them and do something really idiotic and stupid. That's what I do best. That's who I am. Okay, enough of that. Back to the book I made. Look, isn't it adorable? There's the front. goes the back. I put hearts on it. I put washi tape with plants on it. Wait till you see the inside. On the inside, I put a message. I put a kitty cat, and this is a pocket that you can put notes in. The kitty cat comes in and out, and you can use it for a bookmark. I even had some extras, so I clipped them to it in case they want to put pockets back in here somewhere. They can paste them. This is what's called a hidden paper clip, because you can clip it, but you can't see a paper clip. Now you can clip it on the top. You can also clip it on the side. They might not all look right that way. It depends on how I make them. I can make side ones, or I can make top or bottom ones. But I really did extra on this one. I showed you the back. But here's something I have done for the first time. I put tabs on it. And you can make sections. You can write on there what they are. You can put recipes, notes, shopping lists, things to do. If you're a kid, you can put your school notes, your school subjects, your friends, your contact list, addresses, email addresses, passwords, anything you want to use it for. And I think it's adorable. And there's the extras that you can cut apart and make pockets, like this one. Or you can cut them apart and just stick them in for bookmarks. Some woman asked me if I had any with cats on. So now I do. I have one big one, and they're $5. This one should be more because there's more to it. I made, I think, 3 cat small ones that are $3. And every one, this is the only one with tabs. But all the other ones have pockets, bookmarks, stickers. Every one is different. And if there's one you want made a certain way, let me know and I would do it for you. This is a 5x7. The other ones are 3x5s, and you can carry it in your purse. And I put gems on them. But if you want to carry this in a purse or a backpack, I left it flat. Because if you're putting it in and out of something, I glue everything on really good, but I'm not sure how it would wear. So something, and it's beautiful without pearls and diamonds on it. Well, that's just a little sales pitch, which I don't know if I'm allowed to do that or not. But I wanted to share a funny story with you. That's really why I called y'all in today. I hope you're comfortable. You have a good seat and something to drink. I got my drink right here. And I'm not allowed to advertise, so you didn't see what that says, did you? Well, the kids there gave it to me because I'm their grandma. They all adopted me, and they are such sweet kids. I go in to see them, and they come and they talk to me when they have time. Sometimes they're busy, and I just gotta get my stuff and get out of their way. But I wanted to tell you what I did one day, and what it's like when you get old. My mother never told me what it was gonna be like to get old, and I think older people owe it to you young'uns to let you know what you're in for, so you can be surprised. I mean, so you won't be surprised. So you know what's coming. Well, I went back to the bedroom. I had taken my bath, so I was naked. No, don't picture that. You'll turn this off and you'll have to go throw up. So just forget I said that. So I get my clothes out of my dresser and I go over and I sit on the edge of the bed and I'm putting my shirt on. And I gotta demonstrate this. Just hold on a second. Hold your horses. Okay, I can't do horse impressions. I was trying to put my shirt on. I put it up over my head. I got this arm in and this arm in, and I'm like, where's the hole for my head? And I'm sitting there and I'm twisting it around, and I thought, why in the heck can't I get this thing on right? So I take it off and I hold it up. It's my underpants. Oh my God. Can you believe? I sit on the side of the bed and I laughed and I laughed and I laughed. And I thought, I wish there was somebody here I could share this with. So the next day, I just happened to go and get gas. Well, I always have gas, but gas for the car. Gas for the car. And I'm friends with the people that work there, because I go there all the time, and I talk to them, and I take them little things I made, and we talk about everything, and we laugh and have a good time until they get busy, and then I say, well, I gotta go and let you get back to work. Well, anyway, there's this real nice girl works there, and she's there almost every time I go to get gas, and she pumps my gas. Well, while the gas is filling up, I said, I shouldn't tell you this. You know what's coming, don't you? But I said, it was so hilarious. I have to share it with somebody. Now, I probably would have done it if one of the men would have come out. No me. That would have stopped me from telling her I put my underwear on my head instead of my t-shirt. And she laughed and she says, oh my God. Ain't I awful? That's how you get when you get old. I mean, you don't go and spill and tell everybody everything stupid you do, but I've always told them myself. And I know the people laughing at me have done stupider things, but you think they're going to tell you? Oh my, I'd never do anything like that. That's just ridiculous. And if I did, Lord knows, nobody on this earth would know what I did. Well, hell's bells. Don't we all do stupid things? Aren't we all human? I'm not artificial intelligence. I'm not even artificial intelligence. And that's what I just said. Artificial intelligence. I'm not even what's the word? Official? No. Unartificial. What's the word for unartificial? Natural. I'm not even natural intelligence. That's what I'm trying to get at. I teach that to all the little kids. So any little kids that are watching, try this. When your teacher turns around, but make sure she's not going to turn around again real quick. Only do it to her back. And all the kids will be laughing and you'll just be sitting there. And she'll say to the class, what'd you do? Why are you all laughing? I don't know. Johnny, did you do something? No, Mrs. Wright, I'd never do anything wrong. And then she says, well, I didn't think it was you, Johnny. It was probably Billy. And poor little Billy's sitting there like, I didn't do nothing, but it was funny. I wished I had been the one to do it. Do what? Nothing, Mrs. Wright. Then what are you laughing about? Oh, I just thought of something funny that happened on the way to school. Well, why don't you share it with the whole class? And poor little Billy's like, oh my gosh, I gotta come up with something funny that happened on the way to school. What was funny on the way to school? Oh, our bus driver told us a joke, but I can't repeat it because it wasn't a kid joke. Your school bus driver is telling dirty jokes? Well, it wasn't exactly dirty, Mrs. Wright. Well, then why can't you share it with the class? Well, I don't know, but my mommy told me it was something I'm not supposed to talk about. Well, what aren't you supposed to talk about? Well, if I said I'd be talking about it, and I'm not supposed to be talking about it, Mrs. Wright, isn't that right? Yes, I guess you're right, Billy. Okay, now where were we, class? And she goes on, and everybody has a good time. That's how we used to be in school. When I was in grade school, there was this boy. We sat alphabetically, so every grade he sat behind me. And in every grade he'd sit back there and fart. Can you imagine farting to a little kid? Now, if somebody farts and you're an adult, it's not funny. But if somebody farts and you're a kid or says the word poop, you giggle like a little girl, right? Unless you're a little boy. Well, little boys might giggle like little girls too. Or he'd sit back there, pull my hair, poke me in the sides from behind, and everything he did, I giggled. I was a giggle gut. I'm still a giggle gut. I haven't really changed much, but I think he kind of liked me. I really do. And I liked him. He was a nice kid, but he used to tease me all the time, but I think that's why he did it. But we never did get... Oh, I got to tell you something else he did. He threw up once in class, right after lunch, and it was bright red. Oh my gosh. The teacher went bananas. She didn't go bananas. She went, I think she probably left and went and got one of the other teachers to come over, and they're like, oh my gosh, did he vomit up blood? And one of the little kids said, no, we had beets for lunch. Here it was beets, and they thought it was blood, and that was 60-some years ago, and I never forgot it. Isn't it something, the stupid things you remember, a kid throwing up? Everybody wants to remember a kid throwing up in school, right? Why do we remember the stupid stuff? Well, I'll never forget putting my underpants on my head, that's for sure. But I've been known for that. When I was little, my mother took a picture of me, and there I stand with my sunglasses on. I was probably 2 or 3, and my underpants on my head. So, it's a wonder I didn't get a nickname, but I also have a picture of my mother with her underpants on her head. She come out of the room one day and she had Dad used to call them sails because he thought they were big enough that you'd hold them up, you could put them on a sailboat and go to Europe. And she came out one day and she has these big old bloomers hanging on her head. I guess that's where I get it. Or maybe she got it from me. I don't know. But the apple doesn't fall far. I think you know what I'm trying to say. The nut doesn't fall far from the walnut tree. That's more appropriate, I think. Well, I've been on here 25 minutes, and I started out with not knowing what I was going to talk about, but I didn't want to tell you the underwear story, because I thought that was worth repeating, and everybody on the internet needs to hear that story, right? That'll probably get me in the history books. Yeah, I think it should. I should have some kind of notoriety. No, don't put it on my tombstone. Who said that? No, don't hang a pair of underpants on my tombstone, please, don't. Oh, I take that story back. I never told it never happened, and it was just me trying to get into my gray t-shirt. Oh, now you know what color they are. Well, they're not all that color. I like all different colored panties. Oh, Lord, now she's telling what kind of panties she likes. Well, my birthday's coming up, and if you want to get me panties, get me pretty colored flowered ones, the cotton ones. I'm not going to tell you what size. You'll have to guess from how much you've seen of me. And if you want me to, I'll send you back a pair in return. I heard people make money doing that. They did that in Orange is the New Black. You remember that? They had formed a group of women, and they were all donating their panties and sending them out to people and selling them. They made a lot of money. Now, I haven't stooped to that yet, but if my car breaks down or gets any worse, I might have to do that. So let me know in the comments if you're interested, and I'll start saving them up for you. They'll be good and right by the time they get to... Till stop it! Oh, I said my name. I mean Wonky. I don't know why I said that. Damn, I need to shut my mouth. So everybody have a nice day, a nice weekend, and whatever time you're watching this, I hope it's happy and fruitful. Be fruitful, but don't multiply, okay? I allow you to be fruitful, but use protection when you're fruiting. From the biggest fruit on the internet, I love you all. Goodbye. Bye.